Welcome back to Spartika Games. I am your host, Spartika. Let's go! We are back with another episode of Terminal 1. Really excited to share what's going on here. We're picking up where we left off in the last episode. We've got a decent airport here with 8 aprons and 2 hangars. Just added these 2 hangars to get more activity and revenue, and we are going to jam today. That is the plan. Jelly jam it up. Let's get some money in the bank. We got a bunch of loans we got to repay. We got to move these planes through this airport, generate some revenue. Look at that. More in aircraft maintenance than in cargo now. More than in aircraft maintenance than in cargo. What does that tell you, folks? What does that tell you? It means we got to get more hangars. It's paying off. And I'm willing to bet you the number of flights. I don't even know. Yeah, we're getting more. No, we're getting less flights. Are we? I don't know. Hard to tell. We're going to see what the numbers go to this time. We'll take a look at the stats. The day is about to end. The day is ending. I don't know what day we're on. It says we're on day 19. But again, I think that's off because this is showing us day 19. And we're showing 0 for maintenance aircraft, 20 for cargo aircraft. Now watch what happens when we end up fast forwarding to the next day here as soon as everything clears. We should see a big jump in maintenance aircraft in the statistics panel. Boom, there it is. Wow, look at that. What is that? Is it 15? 13. I think it's 13 because the yellow dot is slightly above the purple dot. What kind of money did we make? Hard to tell. Because now it's showing us day 20. So we can't see the actual revenue we made. This was flights. This is our money. Asset value, service rating. I mean, all we can do is speculate that we made. I don't know if we made more money. I have no idea. No clue, but hey, let's make some money today. Let's see if we can get. Oh, we went from. That's not good. We went from 3,000 to 4,000 negative really, really fast. Come on, Benjamins, let's go. Let's get some money coming in. We need it. Looks like well, that second runway is using. This first runway, these airplanes love this. It's 87% usage. 5%. For the second runway, 5% for the second runway. It's almost like I don't even need it. It's costing me money. I should probably just delete the thing. It's $180 something a day plus the follow me cars. But the follow me cars help lower your service rating times, your service times. So that's a challenge. Oh, so we've improved on our money a little bit, but
Cargo Flight 5X276 arriving from Cologne has landed.
So this one just made $156. But again, this is the scenario where you invest in the airport, you got to pay back the loans, and you got to play out the game because you don't have any money to keep building the game. And probably rightly so. Like, unlimited money would be a bit of a major issue because then it's not challenging. And I don't even have the fuel piece of this game turned on. Remember, I started this game in episode 1 was medium level.
Sao Paulo has departed.
So
Cargo flight 5X27.
So remember, policies don't cost money. Yeah, I don't have the flight check. I'm going to turn on this service time guarantee to increase revenue. Actually, how many do I have today? 3 of those. 3 of those too. What are the service times on those? 34 seconds. Wow. It's quick. Quick. This doesn't generate me more revenue though, that's the problem. None of those do. I'm gonna have to get larger aircraft. That's where I'm gonna make more money. Here we go. Let's do it. And then let's get some larger aircraft. So to do that, we gotta go to the upgrades. Boom. Gotta get the transports. Now we're talking. Let's go. All these planes gonna go out, and then tomorrow's gonna be a big day. Because the inbound airport's gonna close here at 1800, or it already did close. Tomorrow's gonna be a big day. Go get these planes out of here, shut down the airport for the night, advance it to the next day. And notice it always makes sure that these last cars get off the map before you can advance to the next day. All these transport cars and buses for employees and all of those things gotta be gone before they give you the next day option. There it is. Boom. Now what is this?
Aircraft going to stand.
That's size 3 already, and the projected revenue on that's $218. There we go. That's already way up from the previous one. What's this revenue going to come in at? $300 for maintenance. $300 for maintenance. That's $500 between the two. We got another one here. Maintenance, $200 on that one. $187 on that one. He's 187 on that. All right, let's make some money back. See if we can get in the positive here. I don't know. It's gonna be tough with all those loans though. Paying them back $1,000, $2,000 a day. I'm not really sure how that works. Yeah, so as you're enjoying this content, hopefully you're enjoying Terminal 1. It's a cool new game. Not full of bugs. I'm kind of surprised how few bugs they've got, which is great. Nothing that's really inherently causes major issues in the game. I think there's some feature upgrades that could be done, which are really cool. I mean, obviously in this scenario, you see these, look at this just happened. So the way you solve this is I'm on 8 speed mode. You got to go to 1. You got to pause it. When you zoom in, you'll see a car or something blocking the roadway. Yeah. So this is what we've got going on here, right? So you've got these transport vehicles that are just jammed up right here, and then as such, because the roadway crosses the taxiway, it impairs the ability for the planes to move forward to their gate, which blocks everything else up. This guy's about to turn, but he just can't, because this guy's got to get down to apron 1. He's in apron 2, he's in apron 3. Now the good news is, and I've talked about this before, this does not affect, and let me repeat, it does not affect your service times because it's happening before they get to the apron, before they get to the service time. Service times are tracked from the time they enter the apron to the time they take off. So if you have a challenging roadway issue like this, where this has happened, obviously I need to fix this, but you got to be careful because you want to make sure that the travel distance for your transports and such is not so long that it lowers your service ratings. Because if I didn't come this way and I went some other way, it could take these transport, like this is a fuel truck I'm looking at right here, right? So he's coming from here to this apron and he can just go right through here or right through this way. So what I have found that solves this problem, there's 2 ways to do it. First is, it generally only happens on 8x speed. It has only ever happened to me on 8x speed. I move to normal speed and or pause, and that would traditionally, see how they just started going? Now once they clear, these guys will go.
Cargo flight QT 3-1.
There we go.
Arriving from Liege has landed.
That's how I solved it. The other way to solve it is to save your game and then load your game again. That will traditionally solve it as well. But yeah, so that is one. I guess you could call that a bug, but I'm not. It's probably a bug, but it's hard to call a bug because it's a design issue that I've got here with this intersection. And so I've got to figure out, another way around that. And obviously giving service vehicles options to get to aprons is going to help solve that problem, because the reason that happened was because there was a huge backup of service vehicles going to multiple aprons, all 3 aprons. And they were coming from this road. I can't do anything until I have money, obviously positive money, but I could put another one here that would help service that. I could also create a roadway down here, but again, I don't know if that's going to resolve it. Everything is kind of packed in here, and obviously I'll need to do some reorganizing at a later point. But that's where we stand right now, and that's how you solve that problem. So, and again, we're making money, running between $1,500 and $2,000 in net profit on the day. Aircraft maintenance is pulling in far more than cargo for the day. Far more. Cargo is pulling in more flights. I need to get more hangars. I got another problem. I see it down here. Same intersection. I have got to solve this intersection. It's the exact same issue. There's a ton of people all backed up, all going down. So again, I paused it. I was on speed of X, 8X. Now I'm going to go to normal speed. And there we go. Problem solved. Again, just too many vehicles at this exact intersection here that is backing up. These are all too many service vehicles, I should say. It has nothing to do with the planes. It's the fact that all the service vehicles are like coming through here. So I think, you know, pulling a loop here maybe and a loop here, or pulling that road over here like I talked about, that may be helpful. We've got all the planes landed that are going to be coming in today. It's now past 1800. So no more planes going to be landing today. We just got to service all of these and get them out the door. Looking at good money. Looking at good money right now. For the day, it looks like net profit's going to be right around that 1800. 1780 for the day. And the number of flights is just crushing it. All right. Well, yeah, look at that. The service ratings are nice and high, 86 and 92. And our numbers are, it says 11 and 17. That just feels low. That feels like 28 flights on a day, but I don't know. Feels a little low. Let's see what I have money in here. Oh, nothing. 1,500 is going to be paid off. That's going to take more than a full day to pay off, it looks like. Because it pays at 1,000 a day, so we're stuck with what we got there. You could sell shares. I have never done that. Not to say I wouldn't at some point, just to play around with it, but also one thing this game does give you the option to do is build up your airport into an asset. Oh, we got a problem again. Right here, same spot. Build it up into an asset, and then you can sell the airport and start a new airport with all the asset money that you have. You can actually do that. So that's a cool little feature. And again, I went from pause to play there, and I'm not getting any movement. So then what I do is I click on it. See if that helps. Back to 3, back to 1. Not moving. We are not moving. And the problem, by the way, with this is that when this backs up, this fuel truck, for example, this can create a major issue. So because that fuel truck is going to an apron over here, once a plane gets there, if that fuel truck cannot service that plane because he's stuck here, well, now that's a problem. That's going to mess up our service lines, service times. They are not moving for me. Locked up. So this is that scenario I was talking about where I'm gonna save the game, and then I'm going to load the game, and these planes will be gone. Just starts it over at 6 a.m. That's all you can do. Well, I gotta fix this intersection because all of a sudden it's creating problems for me. For the previous 20 days, it wasn't an issue, and now we're backed up here again. Look at that. Now I went to speed 1 normal.
Maintenance flight GG.
They cleared them up real quick, but they started to move.
Arriving from Washington.
Something's messed up here again. I'm just gonna load, and I'm gonna keep it on speed 1 as they land. See if that changes anything with this. Allows the cars to get in position at their... Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna do this. That's gonna keep them from coming down that road.
Maintenance flight FX 442 arriving from
Now they're gonna have to go around.
Has landed.
No, nothing should get caught there. See, everything's coming in over here now. Just means it's going to take longer for these vehicles to get down the service roads to the service times. Let's hope it doesn't affect the service times at all. We're at 92 now. So when I click on this apron and I see down below parked at apron, going to cargo depot, going to cargo depot, that is, as you can see now, the cargo transfers at 1:15. That is going to change our service times. That's not good. But I don't have the money to put roads in to fix that. So when it says waiting on aircraft, you're fine. Providing power, you're fine. Going to cargo depot, you're not fine. So cargo depot issue. Going to fuel depot. Transporter loading. Yeah, I don't know. Let's play it out, see how it goes. All right. What our service ratings are. 94. Oh, not bad. Going to the runway at less than a minute. We made more money. Look at this. We made more money in aircraft cargo than we did maintenance on this day. Yeah. Well, we have 8 aprons for cargo and 2 hangars. Definitely need more hangars. I just don't have the money for it. Don't have the money for it. Our finances are not looking good. Not looking good. We're all. Looks like we're about to pay off one, but we won't have enough money to even get into the positive. It takes money to build, which is unfortunate. Part of the process, right? This is part of the process. By the way, if you're enjoying the content, feel free to comment on the video. Let me know if you'd like to do some live streaming gameplay on YouTube. We could do that as well, potentially. Just want to make sure there's enough interest in that. Currently, we're playing Terminal 1, but we'll be playing many other games. So keep an eye out for that as well. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. So if we put up more videos, you'll get notified. That's the fun part about it. Gotta love YouTube these days. Just awesome. For years, I haven't even had a cable subscription service. I've just had internet, and then I use YouTube. And don't even use YouTube TV. I just use stream YouTube channels. All types of people. Love the vlog-like channels. Those are fun. Gaming channels as well. Just love creative people. So follow them along on their journey. It's a lot of fun. Hope you'll do that with me. Trying to provide the content that I enjoy, but that you also enjoy. That's part of the process here. So we're even money, close to even money. Again, the aircraft cargo is making good money. Making good money. Okay, we paid off one loan, which means we're bound to make a little bit more money on the next day. Let's look at policies. Doubles income from flight check service, but you need the flight check service upgrade. Oh, we can throw that in there. Increase demand there. All right. That's where we're at with that. It's about to turn over a new day. We made $2,000 in profit today. Paid off a loan. We paid $900 in loan interest between all of our loans. So let's oh, and I should say, see how many, I don't know again how many flights we did. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna fast forward that, and then we're gonna take a look at our flight stats. 20. It's 30 flights. That's 20 cargo flights and 10 maintenance flights. I got our service rating is up there. Our asset value is increasing, although we had a higher one before. We had a $30,000 asset value. We're back down. Dropped all the way down to $5,000 of value for the airport, and we're back up. So that took a hit there. That's about when I deleted that runway, I think. All right, so again, we're crawling out of this debt hole here. And and we can't do anything financially at the moment because we could only borrow 5,000, and that we're negative 9,000 right now in the bank, 8,900. That's not really going to help us. We got a $6,200 balance on this and 12,000 on this. Big money. I mean, so by the way, the loan interest is just the interest. It's not the payment back. That's the other issue you got to remember, is that the interest on this is 5% per day, and this is 7.5% per day. So the repayment rate tells you how much you're paying back. So in this case, we're paying back $3,500 a day, $3,600 a day, plus the interest, I imagine. Because yesterday we paid $900 in interest, and we're at $300 today in interest. So yeah. That's why sometimes with this game, it's good to just let it run out like a few days to build some revenue coffers. And obviously, if we have a passenger terminal, we can generate revenue over there in that way. But you have to get there, like you have to build over time, and that's what we're trying to do here. Is we're trying to build this up from scratch. Obviously, we had to borrow money. We've repaid it every time. We're repaying it now. It's killing us financially. But you can't, I think after these loans are paid off, the goal is going to be to try not to touch these loans. Because if the maintenance hangar is $1,500, we only need $1,500 to put another one here, and another $1,500 to put another one here, and then they can be servicing 2 additional aircraft a day with the demand that we have. And with cash reserves, we can start, buying the upgrades that are over here. And there's a lot more upgrades to have as well, but we haven't unlocked them yet. Like this terminal, advanced AT, it allows more aircraft to operate in the airport simultaneously, which isn't an issue because we don't have 15 operating within the airport at any given time right now, because we only have 10 spots. We have 8 cargo aprons and 2 hangars. See if we can get there. I'm going to advance this. I'm going to do the loan advance. So I'm not going to make you sit through this, but I'm not going to do anything until these loans are paid off, and then I'll come back and show you what we got. Hang tight. Alrighty, well, welcome back. I did what I said I would do. We fast forwarded until we got our debt paid off. Here you go. All paid off. Now, that is, so we're halfway through the current day, which is day 33. Showing a net profit of $1,500 today. Check it out. Aircraft maintenance higher than cargo, and we only have 2 hangars. I've done nothing but literally sit here and wait for the 8X.
832.
For the 8X to fast forward on speed. Let's take a look at what the stats are. Yeah, solid numbers. 33 flights for the day, 20 and 13. So we're doing 13 maintenance flights and 20 cargo. And our service ratings are fantastic. They're 96 and 88, which it was in the 90s, by the way, for it was in the 90s for cargo for so long. I'm not sure I haven't looked into what's driving that down, but currently at 90, it's running 92 and 97. Let's check out our flight info and see. We got 100% taken off, waiting for a takeoff slot. Okay, that one was a little low at 92.86. Yeah, got him at 100. Average service time on that apron is 106. And this one is 118. This one's 117. Apron 4 hasn't done anything today. Apron 5, service time 206. The cargo transfer took 206. 6, 120 on that. 7, 214, and the cargo transfer took 212. All right. Well, it gives us an idea of what's going on. We got cargo transfer issues related to apron 5 and 7, it looks like. Or 4 and 6, I can't remember. Now we're making headway in our finances again, because like we started the day yesterday at negative 10,000. We started today at negative 8,500. So that's a $2,000 profit for the day on 34 aircraft. So the goal now is to try and get cash flow positive, net income positive, so we actually have cash in the bank without having to borrow some money, which has been killing us. We're just letting this fast forward again. I think my plan is to add 2 more hangars. As soon as we get to 1,500 in cash, I want to drop down a hangar. And I think in order to do that, I'll need I should be able to drop one right here, because I have the taxiway here, and then I have this road here that should connect just like this does. It should connect right here if I drop it right here. The key is getting enough. I could also rework this and delete. I could delete apron 8, extend it, change the taxiway, because this is not getting any action. Hasn't for forever. Yeah, in fact, I'm just going to delete that and save the maintenance money. Because then I don't have to, it'll come right in here. I will have to delete this part of the taxiway, but I can run it here. Made 2,600 on the day. 3,300 in aircraft maintenance. Wow. Doing good. Now let's see. See how quickly we can make. And we definitely want that 2,500. So we reduce all building costs by 25%. That's huge on the budget line. So if my numbers are correct, it would take what, 2.5 days to get to full profitability and have positive cash flow in the account. The thing that concerns me is the tug situation. That's fuel. That's tugs. Probably have enough tugs if I add 2 more. Certainly have enough if I add 1, but a traffic jam up there. 3 planes waiting for people to land and take off. Cargo is beating maintenance today, though. That's interesting. I guess it's just all like random, right? I mean, you don't really know. I got 2,500 on the day. And cargo beat out maintenance today big time. Aircraft, I wish I could see this P&L, purchases and loss. I wish I could see this P&L for previous days. Like if there were arrows here to click, then I could see what yesterday was and compare it. Because when I go to reports, stats, it just shows me the cash I started the day with and your asset value. It doesn't actually show you like how much your airport maintenance cost was, because when you look at the upgrades menu, your predicted maintenance at $2,500 it costs you, it reduces all your building operation costs by 25%. Well, the only way you know your building operation cost is to look on here and you'll see under expenses, building upkeep is $24.71 a day. So it's going to drop it by 25%. It's going to drop it by $400 or $500. Which is good. I mean, you make that money back in 4 days because it costs you $2,500. 4 or 5 days, depending on all your update costs, or your upkeep costs. But we're 2 p.m. on the current day, and maintenance is outperforming cargo. Wonder if that'll switch. Wonder if that'll switch later on in the day. Planes can land until 1800 hours or come in, be I guess dispatched to land until 1800 hours, but you don't get landing aircraft authorized after 1800, I believe. So we're about to go into 1800 here. There we are. There's the last one, what I believe to be the last flight landing for the day. And cargo overtook maintenance. And there's cargo. Oh, we got a busted
Cargo flight GG 6
situation here.
6 arriving from Seattle has landed.
Well, we got another traffic jam. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. This is the transports and tugs and fuel trucks doing this.
Cargo flight MAG 382 traveling to Frankfurt has departed. Cargo flight H2747 traveling to Brussels.
Aircraft heading to stand. Aircraft heading to stand. Aircraft heading to stand. Aircraft going to stand. Going to 118.7.
Cargo flight H2681 traveling to Brussels.
I'm just clicking around right now to see if any of these will free up.
Aircraft heading to stand.
I don't actually do anything when I click on them. My hope is that when I then take it off a pause,
Has
they move.
departed.
But this is a scenario where they're not going to do that. So I'm going to have to do the save load trick again. And now I'm on day 36, so I think it says it's 2:28 p.m. But it's not. It's not 2:28 p.m. So that's weird. Yeah, 2:28 p.m. is where it's going to put me at minus 1267. Which, I mean, that's the money I have. So I guess, let me just try one more time, see if it'll go. No. Alright, so we'll just load the game then. And they're gone. But it puts me back at 1267 at the day 36, start of the day. I don't know. I guess that's a tough situation because I don't actually know. I mean, I started the day at negative 36, so obviously I gained money throughout the day. I should have been starting at negative 36 if I loaded again. I guess that's some sort of hack you could do if you wanted to, but seems like a bug too, because if I should be able to save the game at the current time, and it was definitely not 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it was like 8 p.m. So we're trying to get to $1,500 in cash. I also need $2,500 to do the predictive maintenance. That's an important savings piece. But if I add the hangar first, I mean that could get us there a lot quicker maybe. Let's go generate some money. Struggling now. We came out of debt, so that's good. Oh, we got 1,100. Go 1,500. Need 1,500. Come on, big whammy, big whammy, big whammy. Anybody ever watch this show? Let's go. Let's go. Some cash. Here we go. 1,200. Oh. 13. Anybody else? Can we get to 1,500? I don't think it's gonna happen. We got one more plane coming in.
Flight QT 4 1.
This guy, what's his value? His value is 187. Oh, that's departing. That's only 187, and this guy, 187. That won't be enough. Alright, we're gonna fast forward and then advance to the next day. That should help us get to the 1,500 and the 2,500 we need for the maintenance. Maybe I should wait and do the maintenance. Try to get the maintenance first, since that lowers the expenses for everything. Because if I put the hangar in there, I'm still paying higher 25% maintenance rate, upkeep rate on the hangar for the day I have it. Alright, started the day with $800. Let's see what the stats say. Yeah, there we go. Money, money, money. Day 37, and we did 31 flights. 31 flights, got good numbers up here. 95, 94. We're back up. What was the highest we had? 30,550. Hey, look at that. The asset value of the airport is now the highest it's ever been. That is fantastic. We're growing some cash reserves. Growing some cash reserves. We're gonna need to get another drone thing over here. Coming to the airport a little bit. Not gonna worry about it right now. Almost at 2,500. Almost there. There we go. Oh, just missed it. There's our 2,500 for our predictive maintenance. That is going to help us a lot. That is going to help us a lot. We're also going to want that runway radio system, but we're going to hold off on that for the moment, and we are going to focus on getting another hangar now. So what we need is $1,500 in cash for another hangar. Maybe we'll get there today because of that building upkeep went drastically down. It went from 2,500 to 1,800, so that's great. I doubt we'll have enough time in the given day. 2 hours of airport time? Probably not going to work. 900. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Upkeep times are good. These service ratings are really good. We got it dialed in. So one of the real key, I think, to great service ratings is putting the services right around the aprons and hangars. If you get them too far away, there's too much travel time with these cars and traffic jams and blockages and stuff. Maybe having better service roads would be a better option as well. We have ourselves boxed in here, though, pretty much. I mean, there's a little bit of access over here. You can't put roads through the runway lights, but you can put them here, and that could get us up to the other side. But I don't know. I don't love the design of this, but unfortunately, you can't put the runway, the taxiway right here because of the access points for the runway. It just won't, the game won't let you do that. So we're trying to get to 1500, and then we're going to add another hangar. Oh, we just missed it. 1500, let's go. Looking for there we go. There we go. Let's spin it around, and bingo. And because they'll come up here, they'll come in here, and then they'll be back it down and back into the runway, and then their service is right here. This is fuel. This is tugs. That's the admin building. Okay, back at it. That's going to get us some more revenue coming in. Excited about that. And then, of course, the next thing we're going to add is another hangar right next to it. So we get the fourth hangar. We need 1500 to do that as well. $12 noon. 12 noon and ticking. Ratings in the high 90s. That is good. 1100 in cash. It's fluctuating. $1,400. Oh, just missed it. Gotta be quicker. Bingo. So we're going to drop this in here. I don't know if it'll pick up an aircraft today, if it'll get one or not. But it will be ready for tomorrow. And that is what we want. That is what we want. We want to make some money. We want to bring in some cash, and we want to start saving the money so we can start building out our airport empire. As we get to the end of the airport day, last flight is in. We've got flights taking off. We're making some money. We didn't make a net profit on the day. Well, we might be close. We might be close. Let's see. Negative 500. Got one more plane in on the apron, on apron 3 over here. Oh, we made a, look at that. Would you look at that? Got this car running that staff out of the airport for the day, and then we're going to close up shop. Look at that. We're at $89 in actual cash flow. We are day 38 of the airport. We did not make a profit today because we're actually at negative 504, but that's because we spent $3,000 in construction. Had we not done that, we would have made a profit of $2,500. We've got $88 in the bank. That's going to be it for this episode. I'm thankful that you've come along on this journey. Watch what happens in the next episode and how much cash we actually bring in. That's going to be the goal of that episode. Episode 3 is going to be all about stockpiling cash for future improvements without taking out loans. I hope you come back and join us for that episode. Don't forget to subscribe and like. We appreciate it. Feel free to ask your questions about the game Terminal 1 down in the comments. Have yourself a fantastic day.